Oh, there we go. Hey, we already have Cool Gamer in here. I'm pretty happy we got one person.
Cool gamer. What up, buddy?
Yay! I was kind of surprised. I haven't streamed in so freaking long that I think it's been almost a year now that I've streamed. Maybe a
People
little
talk.
over.
People talk about me bouncing in every chat for anyone showing up at the live streams, but you know who was always there before me? Who always has me beat to every single AuthorTube chat? Cool gamer.
I know. I see
Lurking.
Cool Gamer and everything. I kind of like bounce into people's chats and then I kind of like hide after a while, but
I actually got them to engage with me in one of the chats, and they said they write horror, which makes me just that more damn curious about them. Because for a
right.
while, I didn't know who they were, because like they've been an AuthorTube forever in the chats, but you never see them anywhere or talk about anything. And I'm just like, who is this person? I'm thinking like it's a robot or something, like some AI unit that went sentient and wanted to get into writing. I want to be an author, father.
Right.
Probably
Oh,
like,
that
like
needs
I
to
hate
be
that
turned
guy.
down. Holy hell, sorry.
What was it?
That was my phone. It's up really loud because Izzy gets up at like between midnight and 4 o'clock in the morning and he wakes me up before he goes to work and it's like I need to hear it. So yeah. I forget that my volume is like cranked on my phone for alarms and stuff. I turned it off. It won't do it again.
No, it's fine. You can do all you want to. It's your phone. I was just making sure I hit the like button on your stream.
Oh, I haven't even opened my stream.
Wow.
There's RC. I don't know who that dude is either.
Best looking guy on YouTube.
Some creeper in Chicago.
Yeah, you got to be a real creep to be a creep in Chicago.
I know, right? It's almost like being a creep in Minneapolis.
Same thing as
No,
being
that's
Chicago.
a whole different level. Never mind.
It's just a different accent.
Yeah, it's the don't you know us.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you now. Oh gosh.
I found out that I say yeah, no a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't know I did until it got brought up to me. It was about 2 weeks ago. Izzy was like, "Do you realize you say yeah, no a lot?" He goes, "It's a good thing I know that means no."
Well,
like,
when we were talking yesterday, watching that movie, I picked it up real fast. Probably because growing up in the Midwest, I'm like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
Are you
no.
Fargo?"
Which confuses a lot of people because you're saying yes and then all of a sudden you're going no. Not going to do it. So it's the yeah, no.
What the thing about Chicago is like the hub of all that, because you have people with those accents here. You got the same with like kind of that, you don't really hear that kind of accent anymore here in Chicago. Like I'm going down Wecker Drive, get to Maxwell Street, get up Polish. That's kind of faded. That was like my dad's generation and before.
I was gonna say you don't sound like that when you talk.
It comes out a little bit. Depends where I'm at. Like go to like one of those old.
Last night when we were watching the movie, but I think it was forced.
Maybe. It's always when I go to those like old Chicago institution place, like Mr. Beef on Orleans, because you got those angry guys, the Chicago guys in there, he's screaming and cussing you out, like, hurry up with your goddamn order. Like, all right, beef brat. Come on the double. Give me a beef and a brat.
I like potato brats.
I've never had a potato brat. What is really potato brat? It's like casing stuff with potato?
No, it's got sausage in it, but it's like sausage potato mixed together. At least that's how we've made it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. It's a white brat.
I've never had a white brat. Now, my one chef, that's what I say my chef friend was telling me about this, because for the longest time I always thought sausage is just, Oregon meat grinded up and shoved in intestinal casing.
Yeah, we make it around here. That's kind of my favorite brat is the white brats, but
what is a white brat? Like, what's in it?
I don't know. It just tastes good.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those
like-
I don't question. It's kind of like I like certain hot dogs. I'll eat certain specific hot dogs, but I still don't question what's in them.
what kind?
So
What kind of dogs?
anything that's like expensive beef brats or hot dogs, because
Yeah, I only eat
they're a
beef
little more
dogs.
crunchier when you bite into them, not this weird soggy shit.
Yeah, I only eat beef dog. Well, Chicago's famous for it. We got our Vienna beef, we got our Red Hots. But yeah, like the pork stuff. I've seen how they're made, like the pork franks, and yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
no, it is horrible. It is so horrible. But anyways, you haven't been on in a while.
No, I've been hiding. It's been pure chaos in my life for like the last almost 2 years now. So finally settling down. So, well,
Good.
sort of settling down, packing to get ready to move, but we'll be settling. So I was gonna say, in March, we're gonna come back up to come get my stuff up here, and then maybe we can swing through Chicago on our way back home.
Chicago in March. When?
Yeah.
There's a horror convention in March in Chicago.
Please tell me you said horror.
Horror.
Okay.
Whoa, what do you think I said?
Or
A horror convention?
a horror convention.
Well,
Well,
I mean, that'd be
I'm
cool.
surprised, but
Horror, both seem excellent. Now together, ooh, the horror convention.
a horror that would be interesting, actually.
I'm a whore for horror. A horror.
I mean, I'll watch porn as long as it has a story to it. I mean,
Well, there is a story to it, nonetheless.
well, yeah, but like there was one in the 90s that was Jenna Jameson before the plastic surgery that did like a fairy one. It was kind of cool.
I think it's.
She got pulled into a mirror, ended up in a fairyland.
Yeah, Jenna Jameson was like the grade school, high school.
Girl next door.
No, well, like like my era, the grade school, high school was like the perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know who Ginger Lynn was yet.
And then there's another one that I liked was, if we're talking porn, this is funny. The Three Musketeers, the adult version, part 1 and 2.
I never seen
The
that
girl
one.
who had to sleep her way to become a musketeer.
Is that a 90s one?
Yeah.
I didn't see it in the 90s. Did you ever see the Avengers one? With
No.
China She-Hulk?
No, but I had my brother. Oh my God. I felt so bad. We had videos, and I think I told you this last night. We had videos and I told somebody the other day. We had Spider-Man and Spider-Man XXX, but it looked like Spider-Man 3. And my brother took it. And all of a sudden he's calling me going, "What the hell do you have on here? Why am I watching this?" Do that hung upside down.
Where's my Peter Parker with eyeliner?
Oh, it was Peter, all right, but it wasn't.
You have a Peter tingle?
It was so funny because he's like wigging out, and I'm like, "Why are you still watching it? It's like a train wreck. I can't look away."
That's what it was kind of like with the Captain Marvel one. Well,
Oh,
not only that, but like the actress playing her in the porn parody looked a lot more like Carol Danvers than Brie Larson did.
So yeah.
Like they should have hired her, like physically and everything. Like she was jacked too.
There you go.
But anywho,
Yep.
we should write about it.
We should do some writing, yeah.
What are you working on?
Book 3, actually. I have first draft done, so I'm going through and fleshing everything out a little bit more.
I don't know what I'm going to work on. In fact, I completely forgot about this until Sako reminded me, like right before I hit you up.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot about that." I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I was just gonna say I kind of forgot about it too until you texted me.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, because I was on the phone with Izzy and I'm like, oh, that's right, I gotta do this tonight. And then I couldn't get a hold of Sako, so I don't know what happened to her. But so we almost all forgot about it.
We are such burnouts.
We are. We're so sad.
But
But I do have a 25-minute timer, so
that's cool. I'm trying to pick which story I want to work on because I kind of just splurge out these three broad stroke ideas that are kind of half-ass outlines for short stories. Tell you
right.
what, I'm gonna list off the three of the four because the fourth one's kind of long. I gotta do some research.
Okay.
All right. First story is I heard this after my one coworker was telling me about this fishing trip he went on, and this guy was a deep sea fisherman, and he said that he was doing some real deep sea fishing one time and caught something real deep at the bottom, and he cranked his reel up, and he went too fast, and I guess the fish caught benzos and hit the surface and exploded.
Oh.
I'm gonna do something similar, but instead of a fish, it's like some Lovecraftian creature that was at the bottom, and it was like some, dude that's been chasing him for like a forever now, like his General Sherman and shit, just to find out it was some, unnameable thing.
Right.
So yeah, kind of hillbilly meets monster. Next one is like the Friday the 13th, but it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna name all this shit. It's too much to explain. Okay. Origin Friday the 13th with Loki, or a person takes a whole bottle of aspirin to publicly pretend like they're taking other drugs instead, like they're staging a suicide attempt, not knowing that if you take a whole bottle of aspirin and it dissolves in your stomach, it eats your liver and kills you.
Right.
So a teenage person does this kind of a prank on TikTok, and I just clocked my own ticket. So out of those three stories, which one should I work on?
I like the idea of the second one.
The Friday 13th one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, since you picked that one, I'll explain it real fast.
Okay.
The one about the I don't know if it's in the edit or not. The Friday 13th origin story about Loki going to that party at Valhalla, the 13th uninvited guest. He tricks this blind dude into shooting the god Boulder in the eye and killing him, which rains down bad luck and death on that Friday the 13th in Midgard. It was a day of bad luck. Well, I put the story together. This college dude with his frat boys, he decided on Friday the 13th to make this really strong homemade mead. And after everyone gets drunk as hell and passed out after 6 of them, he drinks 13. He gets alcohol poisoning. And he wakes up in Valhalla, and he kind of goes through the whole incident with the Loki and shit. And he sees it all, and he kind of participates too.
I like that.
Okay. I was doing a sprint with Sako and Morgan Hazel. Yeah, like a couple weeks ago. Kind of just pulled out of my ass. I'm like, I'm gonna make a story out of that.
Pull it out of it kind of sounds like my Valkyrie one. Just kind of pulled it out of thin air.
That's how it happens.
Figure it out.
It never just like comes on the wings of an eagle and lands on our shoulders.
I know, it sucks.
It comes out of our ass.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Laura. We go from porn to
we just went from porn to horror to pulling things out of our ass. We're good.
That's how we get our stories.
How is Laura, and what is Laura gonna do tonight?
She came at the ass end of that conversation.
I know. That's kind of a heck of a thing to come into. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, but
this is, one of my streams, and I've seen RC on other streams, so it's not really much different.
Well,
we know how
I base it off of who I'm with, and how much I want to embarrass them, and also like what they're used to, their content. If they don't mind no holds barred, but even then, like, I gotta pull off a little bit. I gotta be a little professional. I'm a published writer now.
We have to be professional.
Well, I gotta act more adult.
Oh, what? No, I don't want to be more adult than I already am. Adulting sucks. Crisis over budgeting, nothing new. Oh no.
Yeah, I get that.
Money is always the problem. I get it.
Make sure to drink that water slow and enjoy it.
But yeah, do we want to do a 25-minute sprint
Sure.
and see if Sako remembers that she needs to be here?
Was she supposed to come? I know we agreed on it, but like it was three of us talking.
She said something last night about being here.
I don't know. We were watching that
Remember,
movie.
she said 9 o'clock her time.
Yeah.
Not buying books in 2024. What, Laura? That's sacrilege.
What if I come out with a book? Blasphemy.
We can mail her books, though, right?
Oh yeah.
We'll just mail books to you.
I'll send Laura a free one. I just heard about it. She never
I've
asked me
got
for
all your
anything.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got Laura's is on my TBR to get, but I have all your books. I think that you have out. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. They're on. I'll probably read one on the plane.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So, because I've got like 5 hours on the plane.
I mean, are you big into gore at all?
I like, well, when it comes to books, not when it comes to horror movies, but when it comes to being in the books, I'm into the gore. It's weird.
I'm trying to think, like, what would
I
you
like
want?
more the mind fucks when it comes to horror movies, but when it comes to gore, I'll read it.
What I try to do is keep it all different. I'm trying to hit every genre of horror.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know. Like I try to make about my stories. They're all different in that way. Like No Strings Attached is more of a erotic slasher.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eliza's more of the Lovecraftian. Well, my first attempt is trying to do Lovecraftian. Skin auction, human trafficking with sacrifice. Spoilers. And the cis body horror and comedy kind of.
Yeah, that one I'm kind of not sure about, but I'll read it. Laura says she has no strings attached, so.
Well, yeah, she's an individual. She's her own person.
No one meant she has your
No
book.
strings on me.
Kind of like last night when you told me that was in the wrong room. Yeah, thanks. That was so funny.
You said you didn't buy it.
No, I didn't, but I thought it was hilarious.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I don't mean to like call out Sako, but like I my ears almost blew off from her laughter.
It was so funny. As I'm like just sitting there waiting, I wonder how long it's going to take before he sends me a message going, I was kidding.
I did like seconds later, like, oh shit. I'm like, is she looking for a place called that? I don't remember what I told you.
You just told me it was the wrong room. That you had that was the room that we were just streaming. It was something weird, but I bounced out of it because I'm like, I know this is the right room, but let's see what happens.
Oh no, I meant my public server, yeah, the screening room, and I'm like, wait, do you invited her in? You in there yet, or are you just in the bat cave, the private place? Well, anyways,
okay, let's
ready
try
to do
this
some
again.
words.
Oh wait, that's wrong. There we go.
Oh, and thanks, Laura, for getting my story. I hope you like it. Please leave a review.
Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Don't want to do that. Wrong button. All right. Do some writing in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh.
Oh, let's not have that on.
Oh. There might be some racket
No, it was mine.
because my
Oh.
cats are playing.
Yeah,
There might be like bumping around and
mine climbed up on the table. I shut up. What's wrong, RC?
I said, shut up.
he doesn't like people liking his stuff.
No, just you, Sako.
It's
Just
just
you.
me. You don't like
Just
that
you.
I like your stuff, or you think I'm the only one who likes
My worst enemy can compliment my stuff, and it's okay.
I told him I was going to read one of his books on the plane. So
I mostly read, so I read No Strings Attached and most of the second one. Son of a bitch. I can't
It's
remember.
not the title, but not a bad working title.
The
that's
one
funny.
about the cult.
Oh, the cult. Were they a cult though? And that was the third release.
Yeah.
Skin action.
Skin
Talking
Action.
about skin action, yeah. It's about abduction and cultish things and sacrifice and cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I like cannibal stuff.
But I read like 3 or 4 stories back to back, just in transit, just on the plane.
Well, I've got all his
Waiting
books,
to
so
sign.
I think I can get through quite a bit in like 5 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like one reviewer said, brief but powerful.
We were having this conversation earlier, but it turned to porn. So
Yeah, you missed a good one.
Son of a gun.
I know, right? So I was working on book 3
Nice.
and I got first draft done. So I'm just kind of fleshing it out now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Zero drafting is my favorite. No, first revision is my favorite. Because I take all the garbage that I wrote and I make it pretty and
that's kind of what I'm doing.
mm-hmm. That first revision is my favorite part of the process. I would stay there forever if I could. And I almost did with Hope's Chest.
Yeah.
It took me 11 years.
Oof. Yeah, I don't want to take 11 years. I want to finish this one before summer. I'm not even going to say a date because I have one in mind, but every time I mention a date, it never happens on that date.
You're
so
like I'm
I'm not
jinxing
jinxing
it.
myself. Yeah.
I know what you mean. That's
last
why
year
I
I got-
never say a date before I've written it.
Right. Because last year it got changed like 4 times. So
Though we didn't intend on taking a year to release Flambeau, that's just how it worked out.
seriously?
I have kittens playing. So
Keep on my strings.
he's going to take all the strings out of your hoodies.
He already took it out of my Bad Witch hoodie and it's somewhere here. He drags it through the house along with, he has a yo-yo that he's unraveled and he'll grab it and drag it through the house. And he got it wrapped around him today. So I had to unrelease him or had to release him from the yo-yo.
Unrelease.
I meant to release. Yeah, I speak it well for a writer.
You speak a very okay.
I read a lot. I know things. Just not the big words that are correct.
Ooh, fire. Sorry,
Coffee
I'm
says-
reading ahead.
Fire. What?
Coffee, create, and connect.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, my dogs are sleeping. Just threw more wood on the fire. Ready for another hour or two. Yay. Ready to write for another hour or two. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to be. It's like the first time. I think it's been almost a year and a half, 2 years since I've had a live.
Wow.
Hey, that's my controller. You can't have that. We are not. No.
So that's what the stream is going to be, is you reprimanding your kitten.
Probably. Well, he was sleeping until I got up a few minutes ago, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I move, is when he decides that he's gonna get into things.
I see.
How did RC do?
Terrible.
Terrible?
Terrible.
Well, the way I want to write this story, I can't write it because I'm not in the right mindset for it. This guy succumbs to alcohol poisoning, wakes up in Valhalla. I kind of have to write it in that Viking way, and I haven't read shit.
How is he going to end up in Valhalla if he dies of alcohol poisoning?
Well, it's I don't know if it's more of a dream or whatever. Actually, it isn't really, but well, he drinks 13 glasses of homemade meat on Friday the 13th and wakes up for that party at Valhalla.
Okay.
And yeah, I just want to kind of write it almost in that style a little bit, but I'm just like, I haven't read anything like that forever. I'm reading The Expanse right now in a comic book and a witchy book.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get into some kind of literature and pick up that rhythm.
Beowulf.
I don't want to go crazy about it.
No, read Beowulf. That'll put you in a Viking mindset.
Isn't it like all poetry?
If you want something Norse or Gaulish, like Beowulf does it for me. If I want to write Vikings.
Or I'll try to write something else for tonight.
I
Yeah,
have
then switch to something else if you don't want to. What is that?
It's a lolly.
Sucker. I have the caramel apple ones.
Oh, those are the best. You got to be careful though, because they cut your mouth after a
I
while.
know they get stuck to my teeth.
Mm.
I kind of
This
went
is the
overboard
grape
with
one.
candy. We had a lot of Halloween candy left over, the good stuff left over at work, and it went to 70% off. So I bought.
Oh, that's a good call. RC is Heilung or
You just write it down, please. I'm not trying to even think of how I'm going to spell that.
Helung.
Oh.
no, HEI.
Yeah. Sorry, forgot a letter.
Somebody Google it and put the link down. I'm not even.
No, I'll send you a DM.
Yeah.
So you can check out things that might put you in that mindset if you want to try. You don't have to, but just putting it out there.
For some reason, I want to know whether that's a Tootsie Pop or if that's a gum one.
This is the blow pop.
Okay.
So it's the gum one.
The gum one.
My tobacconist knows their audience. Knows their audience so good.
Yeah.
Like, they sell pipes, like, both for tobacco and also for not tobacco. And snacks everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
For marked up, of course, because
Right.
you're buying them at the tobacconist. But like, because I'm high half the time that I'm there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna want this later and this later, and
Right.
one of these cherry lemonades. $30 later.
And that's just in snacks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and some cigarettes.
I had a guy walk up to me the other day at work and go, "You look like someone who smokes. Do you know where I can get some?" And I'm like, "Dude, do I seriously look like someone who smokes? Because I really didn't know that." I'm like, I did not know I put off that persona, but no, not in this town.
Coffee, I commiserate so well because the only thing is I pay real close attention to my copy. That is, so I can't do big picture stuff. I have to do like specific, like focused things.
I'm good with a glass of wine or two and maybe a couple hits on my CBD, but
Mhm.
if I was like I was last night, there's no way. I can't concentrate. I'm too shiny.
Ooh, shiny. That is the downside, is ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
So currently my ooh, shiny is the sequel to Flambeau. So I've got to go through and put some stuff into the series Bible.
Ah. See, my ooh shiny is I suddenly got an idea for a Fallen Valkyrie story.
Ooh.
No, where she goes absolutely batshit crazy. And that's been my ooh shiny lately, and I've been trying to ignore it so that I could I write notes down in a book, but I don't want to work on it because I want to get Touched by Rain done.
Right.
Because I need those 2 books done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I had that ooh shiny one night when I was just kind of happy as can be, and all of a sudden, oh, let's do this. So now my brain keeps going to that. That's my ankle. Oh, dude. So he went up on his hind legs and just flopped over, and it's a hardwood floor, so I was a little concerned. Yeah. I think when they fixed him, he lost some of his sanity.
I like to take in media when I am intoxicated.
I do music.
I also do mood music. Yeah.
I love, like, I will absorb all kinds of music. All of a sudden, I'll find stuff that I've never listened to before. And
I need to do that $10 or $11 for 3 months on Spotify. Every season they do it once. I get one ad, so I start it and I'll go in and take advantage of it. Thanks to you, of course, that I can afford to pay $11 for 3 months of Spotify.
yeah, I remembered to do that today.
Thank you.
Speaking of
Thank
going
you so
to
much.
hop off and listen to what? Sad music.
About to kill off a couple of characters. I always listen to instrumental music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
See
then
you
have a
around,
good
Coffee.
night.
If we are still here, yes.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to be. So,
Average time for a stream is 2 hours,
yeah.
but take that with a grain of salt.
Well, I mean, we usually go about 2 hours, if not more. That's what ours have always been, unless we were doing our marathons of 5 hours.
Uh-huh.
Those were fun. I think by the end of the 5 hours, we were just dragging.
Didn't we join AuthorTube just about the same time?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't do live streams. I was more in chat than live streams. I started doing live streams after you did.
That is true.
And
But
then my life
you
went
were
to
like one of the first people in my chat, though.
Yeah. And then I went to pure chaos, and it's finally slowing down. So I'm more level, more stable. Even though I'm moving, I'm still more stable. So
That's cool.
yeah. And we're looking for a place that's at least a 2-bedroom so that I can have an office. So
Wow, cool.
yeah. At least I would like a 2-bedroom that has an office, because then I don't have to set up in the middle of like the living room or something. So he has a cardboard box in the room and he's climbing on it. So he's like yours, just deciding they're going to play when we're up and about. So
So you're working on book 3.
yes. And I have to, I don't have a cover for it, but I've decided to title it Touched by Rain.
Touched by Rain.
The main character, her name is Rain.
Mm-hmm.
And the concept is that the guy she's the guardian over is a human whose parents are Trueborn and Shifter, but he has some ESP power where if he touches things or people, he can see things. He sees visions. So it kind of plays off of that.
Neat.
Yeah. And it is going to be more, hi, Nikki. More of a action than romance. Kind of like the first one. I kind of like the idea of more action than romance, like we had talked about, because
I liked that there was a plot.
Yeah.
That didn't revolve around the relationship.
Right. And the second one was more.
It was used in the plot, sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a quintessential, like you could take the romance out and it would still stand alone as a story.
And the second one was more romance than plot. Yeah. So I kind of want to switch it back, because I like the other version, because that's the hardest part for me to write is the romance scenes. So at least the bedroom.
You got to be careful with that though, because people might expect you to do the romance thing and go hard on it.
It's going to be in there. It's just going to be like the first book where it's not centered completely around it. So
can't always cater to the expectations of your readers. Gotta surprise them, even disappoint them a little bit. Otherwise, are you working for them or are you working for the story?
Right. Well, and that's what I wanted though, was the second book kind of got away with me, away from me. The first book is how I want to write the series is more action than romance. So, but I mean, there's still an aspect of romance in each book.
So this is the first time I'm involving romance as a plot and romance as a subplot. And I'm doing it at the same time on 2 different stories. So, and I'm new to it. Like, I'm super green. And I'm kind of glad that I started writing Borrowed Time before I started writing the sequel to Flambeau, so that I can actually write the Kyler and Darian scenes.
Right.
It kind of puts me in a mood.
Yeah.
And then I have to remember what flirting looks like. Hi, MB Webster.
MB. Don't know you, but welcome. Do I?
Welcome.
Remember. It's been so long since I've seen people. I wasn't even sure if anyone was going to show up tonight in chat, because I haven't been on in so long.
That is okay.
I want to try to do more, but I got to wait until I get down in Alabama. So might do like the weekend of Christmas, because the 21st is my last day at work. So maybe I'll do a something that weekend too.
That would be super cool.
Yeah.
it's hard to say how many people you'll get because family stuff,
Right. Right.
right?
But I'll
A
also be
lot of
off
people are doing that Christmas to New Year week. You know?
Oh, now I remember who MB is. Sorry. Hi. I remember now. I recognized the name. I just couldn't remember which live stream you were on.
Marissa Mohi. I
Yeah,
still get her emails.
I do too, and
I'm glad she's still alive.
she's still going.
I don't know if she's
She does
opened a
not
new.
live streams, but she does videos once in a while. It's like tarot videos, like the once a month ones.
Did she make a new account?
No, but the video is usually on her with her. I thought it was with her newsletter because I've seen it before, unless she does it on.
No, she doesn't post her any live streams.
Oh no, she doesn't do live streams anymore. I haven't seen them. But
she used to be my 11 o'clock coffee, and
that's where you and I met first. Was Marissa Mohi's.
Marissa
Yeah,
Mohi.
she's mainly doing tarot content right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But yeah, that's where I met a lot of people, was on Marissa's, and then I branched out to follow each of their streams. So that's where I met you. That's right.
That's where I met you.
Yay. Let's do a sprint.
Yeah, let's do a sprint. RC's like, shut up, I want to work.
Shut up, I want to work.
Yeah.
I came here to work. I didn't come here to talk. All right, we're going to do a sprint in 3, 2, 1, sprint. beep, 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 beep. This thing doesn't have a beeper, so
It doesn't have a beeper.
there you go.
I finished my
Gum pop.
lollipop part.
Yeah.
Now I've got the gum part, so excuse me while I chew like a cow.
I've been sitting here munching on chips while I'm trying to figure out this chapter. So, did RC switch stories?
Yes, I did, but
I picked
Still
the
not
wrong
feeding-
one, RC. I'm so sorry.
no, it's me. I'm forcing myself to write when I can't. My mind just can't get the rhythm.
Don't force it.
Yeah, some days. Actually,
Play
this is the
video
first time
games,
I've
man.
written in like almost 2 weeks completely. So
I think it's
actually-
like it's the time of night. Just what my mind just like either like I think past like probably 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's just hard to focus on shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. every damn morning, even when I'm not working.
Hey, making and eating dinner is work.
Yep, that counts.
Take spoons to make and then eat it. Takes an intense amount of spoons.
Unless it's ravioli.
Well, I made Texas toast pizzas tonight.
I
So
had
the-
chicken and fries, but I have biscuits and sausage gravy waiting for me.
Oh,
As
I
a
had that for
snack.
breakfast yesterday and this morning. I made biscuits and sausage gravy with eggs.
My favorite.
That sounds awesome.
I satisfied curiosity.
Ooh.
Tell me more.
Well, for some time now, I've been hearing about this combination on a pizza of pineapple and anchovies.
Hmm.
Now, at first, I was offended because I've been, a champion hater of pineapple on pizza for many years now. And being from Chicago, I consider myself kind of a pizza expert, maybe even a little bit of a snob.
I'll give you that.
But just the combination together, it got me curious. And I couldn't get my mind off of it. And I found out how damn hard it is to find a place in Chicago that sells both pineapple and anchovies. Usually it's one or the other. But I found that tonight in an Italian joint, and I had it. And it wasn't terrible, but yeah, it was basically just like having sardines and fucking pineapple on a pizza. Give me my pepperoni sausage.
I like chicken and garlic Alfredo sauce
That's
with
good too.
pineapple and mushrooms and sweet peppers.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I have to have feta on it too. It's really good.
I like feta cheese.
Goat cheese is yummy.
Oh, I love goat cheese. I use it in a lot of stuff.
Another one?
What?
Oh. I was yelling at Sacco.
I was putting my gum in the wrapper.
Oh,
Envy says microwave soup. That's my twice annual weekend without kids, so dinner was easy. Yeah, that's cool.
It still takes at least one spoon to like open the can and put it in a microwave safe dish. And if it even does that, unless you got one of those cups that you put in the microwave the whole thing. And
well, worst comes to worst, it at least requires one spoon to eat it.
Anchovies
See-
and pineapples sound awful together, but I'm a fan of both on pizza separately.
but so I appreciate just pineapple and I appreciate just anchovies, but together they kind of cancel each other out.
See, I've never had anchovies on pizza ever.
Salty fish.
Yeah,
Salty fish, yeah.
I love stuff like that. I just never. They don't do that up here. It's unless you go to like a specialty pizza place. You don't
He
get
had to
that,
go to a specialty pizza place.
Yeah, like
but
three different places. You know, there's like a million pizza joints out here, and like my three go-tos and they have pineapple and or they have anchovies, but not the other one.
But
And
not
finally,
both. Yeah.
not to mention a couple of them know me, and they're like, "What pineapple? What the fuck, dude? No, why would you ask for that?"
how dare you? You are no
How
longer.
dare you ask that for that? You're no longer a customer here.
No, you're an alien. What happened?
It's invasion of the
Changeling.
body snatchers.
Imposter.
Imposter.
All the years and all the shit you talked, I don't believe this. You must have lost a bet.
That's funny.
I'm really looking forward to that just biscuits and because like I was on the way out of the restaurant with a ramekin full of sausage gravy, excellent sausage gravy, and and the waitress is like, "Would you like some biscuits to go with that gravy?" And I was like, I'm like up and ready to pay the bill, and I'm like, yes. I fail to see the drawback. So she
Right.
slaps some hot biscuits together for me and rang me up at the register.
Oh, wonderful.
So I have like 2 biscuits and enough gravy for the both of them.
I'm thinking about trying something I saw yesterday where you take the butter biscuits from Pillsbury
Mhm.
and you kind of make a well out of them and put the gravy and sausage inside and then close it up and then bake it.
Ooh,
I want to try that
yeah.
so that when
Tell
you
me
cut
how
into
that
it, it's already-
goes.
I will. I'll let you know because I'm going to try it tomorrow morning. I have enough to make it tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me how
So-
that goes for you.
I had pho for the first time yesterday.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook. How was that?
It was delicious.
It was.
Like I'm a big fan of Anthony Bourdain. All of his shows and like the one thing
yeah.
he's always talked a lot of shit about. That's Vietnamese food, namely pho. And like I'm gonna try that one day. I'm gonna try that one day. And finally walked by this one place. It's funny because like I went on this long ass walk yesterday in Chicago from the middle of downtown all the way to the north side by Addison. That's a long walk. But anyway, go by this Vietnamese place just opened.
Called Banh Mi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just open at the time because everything down there opens at like 11 a.m.
Right.
Nothing earlier unless you want to eat gas station food.
Right.
Or donut. But yeah, walk in there. Looking at the prices for that freaking neighborhood. Oh my God. They're like $12 for a faux bowl. But yeah, they have all this cool stuff. Pork sandwich, whatever. Screw it, try that shit out. And yeah, like they were really nice. I tried out that iced tea or not iced tea. Oh my God, iced coffee. That was pretty decent.
Oh yeah, so he was like live texting me while he was out eating Vietnamese, and I was like, you should do the summer roll is with the peanut sauce is like my favorite dish. And you should get the pho, but with all the mix-ins on the side, so you can decide how you want to treat it. Use the purple sauce, use the red sauce, but only a little bit of both. It is the absolute business.
You know,
And Vietnamese coffee is chicory.
Ooh.
So, and they put evaporated milk into it, or condensed milk rather. So, like, it's like strong and sweet, and it just goes down real great, especially when it's iced. Oh,
well,
I was living vicariously through RC.
the only problem is like I don't drink a lot of coffee unless I'm heading to work. It's an appetite suppressant. So like halfway through that bowl, I'm like, I'm getting less hungry. No, I gotta fight through it. Another thing though is a total mental hurdle. Was I got the the meat combo, the brisket, the meatball, and the tendons.
Yeah,
I am not a fan of like fat, that hard texture kind of chewy stuff.
sure.
I didn't even consider that. Oh, 'cause I was baked as hell when I went in there. And I was like, all right, just give me the meat combo. It's meat. Fine.
I'm a man. It's meat.
And all of a sudden, I, pull my chopsticks out of the broth and it has noodles and a bunch of jiggly fat around them. Like, oh, crap. Oh, well, I'm already here. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Take a bite. I swear, it was like biting through the fat on a really good steak. Like butter. There wasn't that hard texture whatsoever.
Oh,
was
it's a
amazing.
baby.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go.
I need to get a dog just to spite you people.
But
No,
you would-
we'll just go all at you two.
Yeah.
Take a picture of him and have that as my avatar. Or her. Depends on what I get.
Kitty.
Yes,
Why-
everybody has a cat but me.
I'm not waking mine
Quality quality cat content.
Yours is like what, 2 months?
This is 4 months.
That's 4 months. My cat's 4 months and he's twice the size.
Yeah, he's a tiny thing for 4 months.
Holy cow. I mean, Ren was really tiny when I got him, but he's like shot up.
2 months ago, he was like, he couldn't open his eyes yet.
Oh.
He looks like Oliver from Oliver and Company.
Now she's like, oh, I wish I would have that.
I like Rookie.
No, this is Gary. Rookie just took up in the corner.
That's a total boy's name too. That's more of a dog name.
Do you want to get down?
Right at me. I love that movie too.
Oliver and Company.
Yeah.
That was the first movie I ever saw in theaters. Well, not the first live action, but the first time I ever sat in the movie theaters for Oliver and Company when I was all 4 years old and shit.
Wow.
I thought I was on a spaceship. I didn't even know about movie theaters.
Wow.
Now you can pretend you're in a spaceship when you get high and go to the movie theater.
Oh my god!
So-
When I went and saw Godzilla, those people probably thought I was handicapped walking in there. Theater 6 is to the right. Yeah, I just said Theater 6 to the right. Hey.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Gojira.
Yeah, mine's like all stretched out.
I like Gamera because he saves the little orphans. We are little orphans.
The two little ones in the cage from the original. Oh wait,
I'm
I'm thinking-
sorry.
the original Godzilla movie, like the very original 1950s one where there's two little girls in a cage. Can't remember which one that was. Either that or I'm hallucinating. I'm not sure.
I'd say it's the latter.
Thanks.
I like Ghidorah because he's an asshole. He doesn't save anybody. He just wants to kill.
I'm
He's an
sorry. Say
evil-
that again.
Ghidorah. He's just an asshole who wants to kill people. He's an alien. He doesn't try saving anybody.
This guy. So, never has the maternal instinct been so peaked in me. I had like a blip of a moment when I was 25, and I'm having a boom right now.
Aw.
Am I getting
Aw.
premenopausal? Like,
Or he's just a spaz.
but you know the clock. This fulfills the clock.
That works.
You know what I mean? Like, I will baby the hell out of this cat.
Oh, speaking
I
of
know.
babies, I get to see my grandson on the 26th, the new one. The little tiny one now. Did I tell you,
That
Trina?
is exciting.
Yeah, I did.
Your grandma, Jenny.
Again.
Again.
9 times.
Yeah.
But I only get to see 4 of them. So, but he's still like not even 7 pounds. He's still super tiny.
I don't get to see any of my
Please
grandkids.
stop nibbling on this. Could you work with me a little bit?
But why? It's chewable.
I've never seen a cat with hazel eyes. And I have a cat with like downright gold eyes.
That's Ren's got the gold colored eyes.
So cool. Also, yes, congrats on the new grandson.
Actually, since the last time I talked to MB, I have a new granddaughter too that's 2 years old. I think it's been like 2 years since I talked to him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, he was 4 pounds 4 pounds 11 ounces when he was born, because he was a month early. He was super tiny.
Was he a whole person when he came out?
Yep. He was fully ready to go. The only thing, he didn't do the suck, swallow, breathe thing right away. His lungs were fully developed, but he couldn't figure out how to do everything. So they had to put a tube down it, feeding tube, until he could learn how to swallow and feed correctly. And then he went home at like 5 pounds, and now he's a month old and he's like 7 or 8 pounds. So he's like still super little.
7 or 8 pounds.
Yeah, he's still tiny.
So Hashiba is making himself comfortable on my bed.
Oh yeah.
Which is less than 5 feet away from me. He is upside down and on his side.
So is that one?
He is falling asleep in my hand.
Moved to the U.S. a couple years ago and dropped off the radar. My niece was a NICU baby too. Stressful stuff. Yeah. Where did you move to? Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. Where are you, MB Webster?
Yeah.
Well, that's obviously not the real name. Why are they going to tell you where they live?
So somebody was making a former rookie joke on my thread about naming Hashiba and or rookie. Oh, you okay?
Did we sneeze?
Maybe. He is trying so hard to keep sitting up, but he keeps flopping over.
Washington near Mount Rainier. Oh,
cool.
Northwest.
I'm moving to Alabama in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I know.
I have never been to the Pacific Northwest. The farthest west I've been St. Louis.
I went to San Francisco.
Been as far as Montana.
I would love to see Montana.
I don't remember it. I was little. I'm in South Dakota, so that's about as far west as I've gotten that I remember.
Did you go to Sturgis?
We should go and visit Christina. She lives outside of Portland.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the autumn. Ooh. Mount Rainier is gorgeous. Yeah, no kidding. Alabama is a big move.
It is, but I don't want to be still here in South Dakota anymore.
I don't blame you. Escaping, there's a lot to be said about escaping.
I would love to escape Chicago before it kills me.
Cool.
It's tried.
I'll talk to Izzy about swinging through Chicago on our way back home so we can stop by and say hi.
Party.
and then- Maybe next summer I can drive up and see Saco.
You bet. I
That
got
was
a room.
enthusiastic.
I got 2 beds.
One for me? Awesome.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I have one that is predominantly my nap bed in my studio, and then there's one in the guest room. So we can Airbnb my house.
There we go.
You guys
How
can
was your week?
crash. You can crash with me whenever.
Chi-Town is too cold sounding for me.
Chi-Town is a wind tunnel.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I've been to Chicago when it's windy. South Dakota's got that beat. I have had 56-mile-an-hour winds for the last 2 days because we have no trees.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's normal around here. I think we have Chicago beat.
It depends on where you're at. Like closer to that lake, and you get to like the downtown heart of it, and you get to those east or west streets, and you hit those wind tunnels. It's just like calm and out of nowhere, almost knocks you into the street. But yeah, like those flatlands, y'all get some crazy ass winds. Like even like down in the sticks in like the suburbs where like Kankakee and Mantino, they'd be getting gusts all the damn time. Like I don't know why I want to ride a motorcycle down there.
I'm excited to go to Alabama where it's warmer. Maybe wet, but it's warmer.
Yeah, but the one snowflake on the ground, those people forget how to drive. They shut the whole place down.
I know. I'm glad he did national truck driving, so he knows how to drive in the snow.
Yay.
Yeah, I'll take rain any day over snow. We got about, I think there's like about a half an inch out there right now, but it's ice underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it rained last night, and then we've had that blowing wind with the 56 to 60-mile-an-hour gusts last night and all day today. So
damn.
I haven't stepped outside my door, and I'm glad I did not have to work this weekend. Because I
better not have any chimes outside.
I don't. I've got a neighbor about a block down that does. I'm wondering if they're still in there. I haven't even looked to see if my garbage can is in the same spot. So
yeah,
I really should do that. But
the way the wind was cutting through yesterday was we wanted to put the recycling out to get picked up, and we were like, we'll put it out in the morning.
It would recycle itself.
Because it would end up all over the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, my garbage doesn't get picked up until Monday morning, so I'm hoping the wind will die down. It's supposed to.
Cool.
Yeah.
I used to ride my bike 3 miles to work and 3 miles home. There's just something about riding against the wind.
That's
for 3 straight miles, and I'm talking about blasting in your face. So like, you're just barely go. You can probably get off and walk faster than you're pedaling.
Mm-hmm.
And like by mile 2.5, you're just screaming at the fucking wind. Probably looking like a lunatic by anybody driving by. It's like fuck you.
I walk a mile to work, and the wind is usually in my face when I'm walking to work when it's blowing. So by the time I get to work, I'm like pushing my way through and cranky and red in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a total fire sign. Wind and water have never been my friend.
But on the plus side, it'll push me home. So
see, the wind shifts when I'm going home, and it starts going from the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's done that for me too before, but it's a baby.
Yeah, he's purring up a storm.
I have to lock mine out of my bedroom because he found a vent in my room that he likes to pull off the wall and try to climb into. And I have a gas furnace. And if he goes down that vent, there is no way of finding him before he becomes a crispy critter. So, yeah. I had to,
Whoa.
yeah, so I have to block him out of there. Staying by the coast this weekend and went for a beach walk. I was dripping like I'd been swimming for after an hour. It was a squall. I found some glass floats though. That's cool.
Neat.
Yeah, we were invited to go next summer to Pensacola
Oh,
with a
really?
couple friends. One friend that I work with, his wife invited me and Izzy because they have 2 hotel rooms and the people backed out, and we were invited to come with and hang out and go to the ocean and that. So we might take
Neat.
them up on it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Like I said, this dude likes to.
Pensacola is rad. You know, it's a
See,
lot of
I've
beach
never been
there.
there, but I keep getting told it's really cool. So
Pensacola is all military people.
is it?
It is. It's big Navy. Yeah.
My uncle lived out there. He's a retired Marine.
That'll explain why he wants to go because he's ex-Navy. He was probably stationed down there at some point.
Very likely.
Yeah. But
Especially if he was signal or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like,
he was a rigger
I got
on
you.
the ship.
Mhm.
So, but it's kind of nice to be with somebody who actually likes to want to go and do things and is willing to drive the distance to go do stuff. So
That is so cool. I don't
I
have that.
Depends what it is.
My husband does not come with me on most of my trips. But he does his thing, I do my thing. We just, you know, we don't have to like exactly the same things on
Right.
everything. Yeah.
See, I've always been kind of a loner, anyways. Even around here with concerts, DJ sets, conventions. Even if I'm meeting people, I show up alone. I leave alone.
I guess I like to do stuff with people. I don't like doing stuff by myself.
It's more of just how it always turns out, even if I wanted it the other way. So it's like, whatever.
Well, if I can get you 2 to go to the Viking Festival next year, that'd be kind of cool.
When?
It's in December. I think there's some during the summer. I sent you an invite to the page on Facebook.
Ah, okay. I think
Both
I
of you.
liked it.
So, well, we've hit 2 hours. Do we want to do another sprint or do we want to shut down for the night?
I can not do words.
I cannot do words. Then that just answered my question.
I mean, y'all can do words. I just cannot.
I have
No.
a cat.
I'm good for the night.
Cat and bubblegum.
Cat and bubblegum.
So cats would get in the way of writing. I knew it.
Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock here. And so I've got.
Well, if you like this video at any
Oh,
point,
yeah.
I encourage you to hit the like button.
We didn't even do
And if you want to see more streams like this one, you can usually find her here at random times. You might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when she goes live. We will catch you guys on the flip side.
Have a good night.
Stay hydrated.